Abbie from Respawn. So Abbie, you're the community manager for Titanfall. So how do you think this event's gone so far?
It's been great. This is sort of a combination press and community, and we're giving people the very first access to the beta that we're going to release to the masses very soon. It's been awesome. We've really been blown away by the reception to the game. All in all, it's crazy for us because we work in secret for so long, and we sort of couldn't say a thing, and then all of a sudden you have this unveiling at E3, and for us it was like this super tense, super nerve-wracking time where we're like, I don't know, are people gonna like this? It's got robots and all this other stuff going on, and I don't know, and the response, just in the last less than a year, 9 months, has been incredible.
Yeah, it's a bit transformy, isn't it? How you can jump into a Titan and take control of it and roam around the map. So what really inspired that idea to have so different, where you can walk on the walls and stuff, which we've never really seen in any other fast-paced FPS?
Yeah, it's funny. We spent a long time. Titanfall was not Titanfall when we first started working on a game.
Yeah.
When we very first started out, and there was a team that was there for about 9 months before I joined. There was a lot of iteration on gameplay and design, and there were certain goals in mind, we'd like it to be more survivable. We don't want you to just hop into a match, get shot, die, rinse, repeat, and getting that kind of cat and mouse gameplay where you can do these kind of crazy escapes and that fun stuff. Totally, something the design team really wanted to do, but as far as having Titans and the game becoming Titanfall, it wasn't really till much later on. It's this long process that really was very organic and took the things that were working the best, and then inevitably becomes what we're looking at today.
Yeah, the game, I played it today and it's been absolutely amazing.
Awesome.
I love it. It's so different, but it's so familiar in that sort of sense, but it's got different aspects to it, which I think people really will enjoy.
Yeah, we try to keep the world grounded.
Yeah.
I'm here with our lead artist, Joel Emsley, and he's great at talking about the art in the game, because as the art team was really careful to make sure that since we're introducing you to this new mechanics and new ways to move and new ways to attack, that you would still be in a world that feels very familiar, because we need you to look at a wall and know, hey, I can wall run on that. That looks like a surface. I can do this. It still has to make sense to players while at the same time being something that's new.
Well, it definitely does that.
Cool.
Thank you for that 5-star. Absolutely brilliant. So you actually also do the voice of characters in the game as well. How was that for you?
That was really fun, but it was a super organic thing. Back when we didn't really have a final script, so you're not going to bring in actors to do that. A lot of people in the studio filled in voices, which was one of my favorite parts of development, because you hear your coworkers saying all these lines, and it's really funny because their delivery. We're not professionals, so some of the delivery was really funny, and I started voicing the character of Sarah on the militia side of things, and it just stuck. And it's I'm super thrilled. I'm really humbled by it, because I've been playing video games since I was a little kid, and I never thought in a million years, one, that I would work in video games, but two, that I would actually hear myself in one. So it's sort of dream come true, and I'm really psyched the dev team was yeah, do it. So it's cool.
I'd be psyched to have my voice in the game, but I don't think people would quite understand me, so with my northern accent. But it's brilliant that you've actually got a chance to delve into other things and have a part of that.
Yeah,
as well.
The coolest thing about being a community manager is my job is really to interface with the dev team. I'm there to serve them and learn from them, and basically my entire job is talking to them about what's going on in the game, where the game is at, and then bringing it out to the rest of the world, community and press, and talking to them and sharing what the experience of being at Respawn is like. It's a really cool job.
Yeah. One thing that I have to say, I come from a competitive gaming background, and of course there's been talks about Titanfall becoming the new title for competitive gaming, which we haven't seen in quite a while. It's been Gears of War, Halo, and Call of Duty for console. What, have you got anything to say on that?
Yeah, I do. It's probably one of the most asked questions I get from the community is what about eSports? What about competitive? I'm a very competitive player. We have a lot of very competitive players at the office. The thing is that we can't set out to make a strictly competitive game. We have to make our foundation and our base. And I think that, we have some awesome things in Titanfall that really competitive gamers are going to love. And we're going to launch the game and assess sort of where we're at with that community and what's needed, and then move on from there. It's one of those, you can't really put the cart before the horse. You need to make sure that you have a solid game with great fundamentals that people can really take to and enjoy and want to keep playing. You know, a lot of the games that are really popular in the competitive space are in their, I don't know, nth iterations, and have had a chance to really get all the stuff that competitive and esports players really want. And so, you know, this is our base, it's our foundation, and you know, I'm really excited to see where we take it, and I hope they are too, because you know, their support is the one that carries the game years from launch.
Yeah, I mean, I totally agree with that, and obviously, you know, you want to launch the game first, find it nuts and bolts before you put it together in a competitive game, which is completely understandable. Is there going to be a platform where competitive players or potential competitive players can come to and say, look, this needs to be changed in order for it to be competitive? Yeah,
absolutely. I mean, we welcome feedback from every single one of our fans, competitive or not, on our forums, and I think if there's one thing about our team, they're really, really great at listening to feedback and fans. You know, one of the large, you know, parts of having dedicated servers really be the foundation of our game is because we hear that from gamers all the time. And you know, we're really interested in creating an experience that's great for them, because ultimately, like, we love making games that are fun. That's kind of the main goal.
Definitely hit the nail on the head there with Titanfall.
And you want to have a community that's engaged and cares, because they are really the ones that it's for, the ones that support you, and the ones that support you for years to come. So,
well, thank you so much for your time and great work on the game. It's absolutely brilliant.
Absolutely. Thank you so much.
So we're going to start here on Angel City, which is a hardpoint domination map, and basically hardpoint domination is basically just domination as it would be on Call of Duty. You capture the flags, but this is not just your normal run-of-the-mill FPS shooter game. It is so good, as it's more of like less of a cat and mouse game where you spawn, you die, you kill some people, you spawn again, you die. You actually get a chance to drop your Titanfall, which is absolutely amazing, and I enjoy every single bit of it.